The FAI joined with the 4 UK associations in expressions of interest in jointly hosting Euro 2028. Now, they are behind this bid in the highest echelons of government as well. Here's Taoiseach Leo Varadkar on what he hopes the benefits of hosting Euro 2028 might be.
Require government backing, some that will involve investment in the big stadiums so that they are up to standard, but also we would envisage there being training camps around the country as well, and having training camps around the country creates the opportunity for investment in smaller, more local facilities that League of Ireland clubs could potentially use or youth clubs could use. So that's the kind of thing we need to work out, but I'm absolutely of the view that if we are going to host this tournament, and I believe we will be able to do it, that it can't just be a big event for a week or two. There has to be a dividend for the grassroots game for the League of Ireland clubs.
So, Damien, Leo is clear on his intentions, and this being the big talking point about this bid. All great in theory, but should we not be spending money on facilities where it is badly needed in Irish football? Is that all political flannel, or do you think that will actually be how it pans out?
If they come through on what they just said there, that the money will filter down into grassroots facilities for League of Ireland teams, training facilities around the country will be improved. If they just use it to piggyback the other 3 nations and just host a couple of games, have a couple of gigs in Dublin, maybe even use a GAA stadium for argument's sake, and then it's gone as quickly as it was here, then I think that's not... I mean, it's great for the fans to have something like that, but it depends on the calibre of games you get too. But if it's a real drive behind it to get teams to base themselves here, to give them the facilities they require, to give them everything that they want from accommodation to training surfaces, and then obviously the stadiums, to get a game at say Dalymount, if that gets revamped in the next number of years, or any number of League of Ireland grounds, then I think it's a good thing.
It's unlikely, given the requirements of UEFA tournaments, that it would be anything other than the Aviva Stadium and perhaps Croke Park, which would need a few bob spent on it to get to UEFA standards. And I guess that's the big argument, as Damien says, and indeed as Leo says himself, is this the right way to be spending the money?
Yeah, the main thing is that it has to leave a legacy at the end of it, and the legacy has to be that it's brought the standard of the League of Ireland forward and brought it up. I think the difficulty is we try and host this tournament for 2 weeks for ourselves. It's a difficult task for Ireland to qualify for it, possibly. So then you're hosting it for other countries, and we don't get any benefit. Certainly, if the money is spent on redeveloping Croke Park, which will eventually be used, obviously, for the Gaelic. But if the money's there and the money's there for the bid, why can't there be some investment into League of Ireland now? It takes a big special occasion for us to invest in League of Ireland when the league needs the money now. So regardless of whether we get it or not, if that money's available, it'll be put to good use. And
the other thing is we don't know yet whether it will guarantee us a place there. If it was guaranteeing us qualification, maybe we'd all be behind it. Yeah. But that's not clear.
Well,
it depends on the size of the tournament.
Yeah, and there's 4 FAs or the FAI involved, so I can't imagine all 4 of us getting...
5 if you include us.
Well, 5 then. I can't imagine if all of us be given a free ride to that tournament. It depends how it's done. In theory, it's a good idea. What the Taoiseach said right there seems like a really good idea.
Yeah.
I have my doubts whether they'll follow through on that or not. And I hope, and I know Rich said about the GAA stadiums there, I hope it doesn't go to getting, not redeveloping, but getting Croke Park or a Thurles or something like that up to UEFA standards. I hope it goes to a Dalymount or something like that.
That actually needs...
Or a new stadium, a new purpose-built stadium that could host a game, similar to what we're going to see tonight here in Cardiff.
Did you hear what Boris Johnson said today, by the way?
Yes.
He said they should give it to the Ukraine. I don't think his FA friends and Scottish FA friends would be too pleased about that.
No, we all hope that the situation clears up, and it'd be an amazing sort of everyone coming back together if it was in Ukraine. But at the moment, if you're leading the bid, you want the support of your Prime Minister, I would have thought. So.
Oh, you think if you can't depend on Boris, who can you depend on?